gay! He's gay!
Oh, hello everybody. Go ahead and do that. I can turn that back down later, but for now, is that too loud? I'm gonna rely on you guys for a moment to let me know how the audio sounds. I have to be quite a bit quieter than usual, as everybody is asleep at the moment. I want to thank Pablo0810MF for following the Twitch channel, officially helping us reach our 170 follower goal. So let me take a look. Our goal was achieved. It should automatically move on to the next goal. We're gonna go ahead and manually move it up. We're gonna go ahead and set the next goal to 200. Our next goal is 200 followers. We're gonna copy that, start the goal, and it's ready to go. So, if you could please share this stream wherever you can find it, that would help me out quite a bit. That said, last night we went through Liberty Falls and Terminus, gathering all of the intel available, going through it, and getting a baseline as to what the story so far is. Before we move on to Citadel de Mor, which we will be doing, we want to get through Citadel de Mor and the tomb. I want to go through cinematics. So we already went through Liberty Falls and Terminus. I want to go through Citadels just really quickly, because I haven't seen it since before launch, since before the map's launch. And I want to see if there's anything I don't remember.
Sergey, your services are required. The professor needs another beating. Are you there? Why did I hire that drunk? Laurent, check the alarm.
Weaver. I thought you were dead.
If it were only that simple.
Why the fuck is this rat bastard with you?
We're looking for a man named Kraft.
Who may know how to bring back Maxis.
Kraft is our prisoner. We were offered millions to find out something only he knows, but he won't talk. Not even to me. And, who are you?
I'm the one who's gonna kill your boss. Is that a problem?
What the fuck are you?
I am thinking of doing the same.
This kind of shit happen everywhere you fucking go.
We're in no condition to fight.
Stay on comms. Guide us to Kraft. And try not to kill Peck.
Alright, so that was our opening to Citadel de Mor. I suppose there's not really anything lore-wise that really matters there, aside from us finding Ravenov. And of course learning that Franco is also here. And that is rather important because... Go ahead and refresh Twitch. Because we, playing as Maya, are going to need to track him down. Let me go ahead and set this up. Alright, so we have quite a bit of intel here. Let me go ahead, head to Citadel. The only stuff I have are a couple documents. So I have some context. I have statuesque. And then I have all the artifacts except for Space Race, which is surprising. I would have expected... I actually don't need to do the Franco Easter egg. I think I'm still gonna, but that's surprising. There's no reason for me to. I don't know how to do the bartending Easter egg. You collect 3 bottles, and you come back here to trigger the Easter egg that rewards you with intel and a free PhD. Interact with the silver tray at the end of the bar to activate. Uh... So these are... As far as I can tell, all 3 of these? No. Never mind. Put that down as Easter egg. So there's one in the room. There's one... Where is that? Is that not stamina? Okay, that's in the stamina room. And then there's one in the room where you get the swords. So we'll need to do that Easter egg. And then we'll need to get a bunch of audio logs. So let me just look through. If there's any I need to do... I don't think there's any I need to do after any point of the Easter egg. What I'll probably do to make this as simple as possible is... Wow, yeah, I really can just get all these from the beginning. I don't have to complete any part of the Easter egg. That's surprising. Given Terminus had you do that. Okay, well, we are still going to be completing the Easter egg. So, I think we'll get to the point where we talk to Kraft and everything, because by then we'll have most of the map open. Then we'll grab all our intel, and then we'll do the Easter egg. Hold on. I apologize about that. We're good to go. So, keep that nice and up to my mouth here, so I can just stay quiet. For Citadel de Mora, generally what I do is I'll run either the XM4 like I do for most of the maps, or I'll run the Tanto. I kind of want to run the ASG. I have no idea if it works at all well against the boss. I haven't really tested it. But the other alternative is that I run, I believe it's the GPR 91. This guy apparently melts the boss. So we might run this. Actually, yeah, I think we will. We're gonna go ahead and run this. CHF barrel, extended mag. CQB grip. Yeah. The balanced stock is always the best option. Steady aim laser, rapid fire. There's nothing on the underbarrel that is really all that important. The drill charge is interesting. The crossbow's fun. The smoke could actually be quite useful. You know what? Let's take that off. Let's throw the smoke on there. Extra smoke grenades could mean that I could do the lightning sword step without having to interact with any zombies. And then we're gonna, of course, take Aether Shroud, which we'll really only need for the boss. We need Molotovs, we need shock charges, and we should be good to go. The only thing I need to check on my augments is melee macchiato. I have espresso. I have stick and move. Hang on. Does strength training augment do more damage to Guardian Citadel de Mort? It says it does, but very hard to tell. We'll take it. It can't really hurt all that much. So, all right. Go ahead and swap to strength training. Everything else should be fine. Nothing else is really all that important. Let's go ahead and get started with Citadel de Mort. I don't actually think I've ever beaten this Easter egg on stream. Maybe once. But the boss fight always gets me. I don't know why. Because I don't actually find the boss fight that difficult. It just one-shots me occasionally. So, our goal is going to be, as always, to activate that. Oh, you know what? We are actually going to take Dark Flare at the beginning, just because I want to be able to
These dead fucks better not get some breakup before I do. They had more maggots than brains in there.
what am I trying to say? I want to be able to use Dark Flare against the Doppelgast that spawns in. It'll just make it a lot easier to kill that guy without upgrading my weapon.
Get with the program, you glorified abacus. We've got our hands full down here. Oh, and Ravenov, say privyet to Sam.
I'm starting to wish I'd met this Max's chick. Course, if this artifact is legit, maybe I'll get to.
Wow, that was hard. For the record, I said horrid, not hard. I don't know why I said the word horrid. It's not a word that anybody says. I want to check something. There's a silver platter that's supposed to be on the end of the bar. I may need to pick up other stuff first.
Franco thinks himself the king of this place.
So, depending on when we get
This is why I run solo. You just
Parasites, we'll either turn off the Rampage Reducer at the end of round 5 or the end of round 6.
I'm just warming up, baby.
Let's go ahead and kill these guys. I guarantee it's gonna be a goddamn vermin round. Oh, we're so lucky. All right. There we go. I can get one more piece of
I
salvage.
think you underestimated how much these nerds hate you. I think Carver'd rather gargle a dog turd than have you along. Well, aren't you a healthy-sized new pain in my ass? What the shit was that?
All right, should just be
One
that
of
guy
the four
left.
horseflies of the apocalypse?
let's go ahead, find this bottle. I actually have no idea where it is. I turned that off for some reason. It doesn't say. That? Well, let me pick it up, so let's start by grabbing that. We have Historically Speaking, which is right here. Interact with the silver tray at the end of the bar to activate. There is no silver tray. Unless it's supposed to... Archibald? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, that's interesting. And, Rhodes. Okay, well, I don't see what I'm supposed to be grabbing. We'll be listening to all those later, so I'm not that worried about it. The full power is up on the roof, bouncing on a broken wooden beam. And this is once we enter the room with Jug. Yeah, so it would seem. Or, the room with swords, rather. Cannon part blowtorch? Cannon upgrade? There's an upgrade to the cannon? Are there more Easter eggs on this map than I thought? Clock tower, monkey bomb, cannon part, blowtorch, and wheel. That's incredible. You can get a free perk. Mystic Peaks. Headphones. I said Mystic Peaks. The Mr. Peaks headphones. The orb pedestal, the point of power trap, the ritual items, the secret study, stamp, the symbol wall. Right, I don't even need to bother with that. Torn paper, and then upgrades. So bizarrely, I don't even see anything about doing I don't even see anything about doing the Franco side Easter egg on here. It doesn't even say how. That's bizarre. In the corner of the dining hall, on a shelf beside the sofa, under the chessboard table. It just says in the corner of the dining hall.
Positive, boss. Makes it more likely the site's not been looted already. Indeed. I'll shoulder the cost for you to recruit outside the area. Some sturdy ruffians is what called for.
But it's really not that.
Given the amount I'm shelling out, I expect you to run a ship report. This excavation is efficient, targeted, discreet, and do not return.
I don't
without
see the
artifact
silver
in
platter anywhere, and I don't see the bottle I'm supposed to interact with either.
We Fotherington Smythes are a tenacious lot once we set our
I've never done this Easter egg, and I don't really get how it's done. Marketing Easter egg BO6. Why is it showing Helldivers? This is in the sofa. This is on the shelf. What? This is in the dining hall next to the red couch. This is in the sitting rooms. And this is in the Undercroft. Am I fucking insane? Across the room from Stamina. Under the table next to the door at the entrance hall. So why is it... Oh my god, is that just showing where the platter is that you interact with? Oh, it is. That was a total waste of time. So we just kind of skip that and move on. Alright, well, we have a few more things to grab. So first of all, there should be an audio reel somewhere right there. So we'll take that. We'll mark that one off. Then in here, there should be a document, and I think that it's actually on top of the...
Where do you find a one-legged horse?
This is one of the best lines. Shoot a stack of papers up the rack. Exactly where you left it. I love that line. So I shoot that to get family book. Yeah, he is on my ass. Okay. I have so many points.
And all they
We'll
gotta
go
do is
ahead.
stroll up to it and ask politely.
We'll upgrade our gun to
Didn't
green.
think so.
We'll buy that.
Gonna snap necks like a cop with a ponytail.
What the fuck does that mean, Maya? Alright.
Yeah, not bad.
And then
That'll do
once
it,
we're
alright.
in here, there should be... So what it says is the full power's on the roof next to some rafters. I don't actually see it. Is that it? Let's zoom in up here. Up on the roof, bouncing on a broken wooden beam. Where's? It says on a beam, not a board. So I think it's one of the big ones, but I really just don't see it. Let's go up to the second floor. Maybe I can see it from here. Also, admittedly, gonna be a little hard to see. Oh wait, is that it right there? No. Thing does not want to fuck off. Oh, I see it. I see it. I actually do see it. Right up there. And we're going to take that for Dark Flare. And then we're going to head down here. Drop next to Quick Revive. Pop that open.
Storeroom. An arsenal of
Ah, that was horrible.
Geneva Convention violations. You heard the man.
Alright, pop that open.
Mom would say this is what I get for breaking and entering.
Dark Flare. that
up
allows
now,
me
are
to
ya,
very
hey?
easily kill it.
Pissed you off that I'm getting along with this lot better than you ever will?
Me? Pissed that you're popular with those mental titans? Please.
Alright.
I just need to know
So,
you'll still have my back if they get
that's finished without any effort. We can go ahead and switch over to Aether Shroud now.
aggressive.
There is an audio reel upstairs. Somewhere over here. I may need to do something, I'm not sure.
Artifact. You will first need an amulet hidden in this castle.
That is more than I could get from him all week.
Alright, so the first symbol is circle. Alright, I gotta be a bit careful.
I gave you the means to find the amulet.
Oh no. What am I supposed to do? They're not gonna let me out. Shit. Okay. Circle, eyelash. I did it again.
Obscurus Altilium is the name of the amulet you seek.
Circle,
The
eyelash,
former
8?
employer,
What is it?
Edward Richtofen, paid the syndicate a small fortune to find it.
Never worked for him. I'm just here for the loot. Sorry, Galar.
Circle, eyelash,
No
8.
queue up for headshots.
While we're here, let's go ahead, grab... Is that the fish? I think that's the fish. Which is that one right there. Ooh, there was a piece of intel, I think. I don't know what that was. Top floor of the dining hall above the ammo crate next to some rope. The Four Bastards.
Seguí de Saint Michel, known to most as the Owl, the man.
Wasn't
Too
there...
much old shit round here. It's doing my head in.
I swear you could activate that. Regardless. Be careful. You can go ahead and do that for some extra salvage. Then head over here for this one.
Aha! Gotcha!
And then I really need some armor, so we're probably gonna grab
Man would have
that.
fucking loved you.
Look how it reacts. It could be related to the Obscurus Altilium.
Of the shadows.
So what I'm going to do, I was circle lash 8 is the order that I need. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some armor just for emergencies. So that's not one. That is the third one. We're gonna do two things. We're gonna buy that. I guess that's a third thing. Zap that.
Shock out!
Not risk fucking it up.
Show's over, mates.
Then this is the second one. So the first one's gonna be downstairs. we're
Keep
going
that
to
handy.
toss our Molotov up there.
Ah, wish we had some sausages
That'll
to grill.
spawn in some extra zombies. We'll use that to go this way. It'll either be in the dungeon or the Pack-a-Punch room. So we'll start there. Need to remember that I need to buy a self-revive at some point. Then we have this down here.
Trusting me with magic powers? Oh mate, that's a fucking terrible idea. That's right, stubbornness wins the fucking day.
We'll take that. That'll bring us over to round 8. We need 1,500
I'm
points, so
still
we'll do
sussing
that.
everyone out. For now, all I care about is getting my hands on
Next
Franco.
one's gonna be the nature
I'm
path,
sure he'll be
then the well.
delighted to see you. Right up until the point you make his throat smile.
Alright. Not really interested in picking out a Sam trial right now. We'll focus on these and then grab the bottles once we're done with that so I can get a free PhD. Oop, that's the third one. I went to the wrong one. Alright, we're gonna need at least one more Molotov at some point. I'd like to not buy it, if I can help it. Alright, there's stage 2. Wonder if thermal grenades work. They very well might. I'm very curious now. It just means I'll have to be a bit more careful to make sure I don't miss the Molotov if I get it somehow. But I'm very curious if this will work because it you know, it lights things on fire. It should theoretically work. Nah, it bounces off too easily. Ooh! Oh, I need to go to the nature path. Alright, once everybody's in place. Good enough. Alright.
Sorry. Begin to cover.
And they
how
gave me
bad I
plenty
feel.
of points to do the last one.
Save your apologies, Raven. Just turn your life around.
Jesus.
Someone very close to me looked
All right.
this way. Much like you. It's never too late to make things right.
Hopefully I can get a Molotov off of these guys. If not, we'll just focus on something else. I'd really like to be able to get some salvage to buy a self-revive soon.
Make room, you rotted sausages. I'm coming through.
Alright, well that completes that entire thing. Let's go ahead and do the light incantation ritual. Then we'll grab
Shit's
the
about to
bottles,
get weird,
I
eh?
think. You know what? Maybe keeping Dark Flare for more of the Easter egg would be better. So I can just quickly do all of these without wasting a bunch of ammo. Because now I'm gonna have to use up most of my ammo to kill these guys.
Mum always told me to stop picking up scabs. Some things never change.
Alright. That's done. That took out most of them. Concussion, impact, concussion. I feel like a Molotov would have stuck out a little bit. I don't know why I'm looking like that. But is this the dining hall? Yeah, next to the red sofa should be one. So we'll take the blue bottle there. There's one in the Undercroft, so we're gonna need to go this way anyway. It just would have been later. So now we know it's Lion, Raven, Stag, Dragon.
There's good shit in there too.
LRSD. While we're at it, let's go ahead and grab that.
Bonus point.
There's the green bottle that I need. And then the red bottle is going to be elsewhere. The red bottle is going to be across from Stamina. So we'll go back up this way. Oh, I did lose Melee Macchiato as well. I'm going to have to rebuy that. On this shelf, the red bottle. So red, blue, and green. Yeah, we'll do this. So I'm going to buy Melee Macchiato. Then
Feels like I just did a bump of the old booger sugar.
jump out through here. The reason why I want to do it like this is because
Flesh-eating knobs can't catch me.
now I should be able to interact with a silver platter somewhere. Alright, really? Why are there so many? Crouch behind the bar, interact with the drawers on the far right side. This is quite a bit, so I'll need red, green, or yellow, or red, green, or blue alcohol that I need to give to different ones. That's what I need to do. But I'm gonna need to do it on a non parasite one. So let's make sure this isn't one.
You are not like the others. You are not military. What? A criminal? Smuggler?
I prefer
Alright, should be
independent
good.
businesswoman, but you're not wrong.
Alright, need red, green, red. Oh, shit, I see. Got it, got it. Alright, I got what I needed. The PhD will just be a bonus. Did I mess up? I don't really need the PhD. I can go without it. Let's instead see if we can get another salvage. Was that it? Or was that a hat? Well, there's definitely salvage there. Oh, there's the guy. He got buried in there. Where'd he go? I lost him. The Buckethead's in there. I just don't know where. There. Oh, great. Wonderful timing. Alright. Just in time to lose all my fucking ammo.
A wax seal stamp. And I recognize the emblem on it. The sign of the bastard knights who once terrorized this land.
Alright, and from there we should be able to pretty easily get the dragon sword. which we'll hold on to for just a moment. Take that.
What's next?
That horseshoe is no stranger to lightning, according to myth.
Okay, so I do need another Molotov, and I haven't gotten one, and I don't have enough salvage for one anymore. So we'll need to be a little careful. We'll take that.
Salamo, I got this. I know my way around Blaze. Stop looking at me like I'm bloody lunch. I ain't your fucking Sango.
Alright. I am going to reduce my audio a little bit. Move that away. As now the rest of my family's awake, I can be a little closer to my normal volume. So let me know if that's now too quiet and you need me to adjust
What's next?
again. But for now it should
The
be
owl
fine.
devised this test for his bastard, the dragon.
The dragon.
Well, that's just good, clean fun, isn't it?
Alright. So the dragon sword's very easy to do.
Just like delivering
All
pizza.
you have to do is
If the pizza was on fire.
collect the different dragon braziers, and you just slide through zombies to damage them. So it's quite easy. Because we did everything on the right side path, we don't have to spend any money to open it. We really can just go this way. Slide through there. Slide through any to get in the way. Just don't take any chances. Here we go. One more and we will have the dragon sword complete. This is by far the easiest one. Percussion. I need a Molotov. If I can't get a Molotov, it'll be pretty easy for me to just use the dragon sword on one of the braziers, and then charge it up with the remaining zombies in the round. So we can absolutely do that if we have to. 30, 15, that was very close. Literally another like 10 frames and I would have been dead. Grab that.
Sword's on fire. Because of course it is.
This was a major gift for the Dragon Knight, and as close as the owl came to showing his sons any warmth.
First that. Alright, I didn't miss.
Glass jaw, fucking figures. Now these shits like you never know when to quit. Are you related to Pet?
Alright, we can use these guys to just finish off the rest of the Alright, finish off the rest of the round. So real quick before I kill anybody else, let's go over here, do the last one, and that'll allow us to do the fire talisman. The first one we're actually gonna need. I think if I just wait, it should that. It should that.
Get fucked!
Alright.
I did not
let's
sign
see
up for
if
this
it's
body
on
horror
the way.
bullshit. Do I club at the
that.
walking meat sticks with it?
The ark of the great creator god Ra. Don't
Alright, then I'm gonna use
Listen, fuckers. Efficiency's key when running a business. This is me being
the old
efficient.
coot up here. Wouldn't mind some company. Seriously.
yes, spell you placed on my comrades. If you have
Alright,
such
that
power,
gave us the fire
why
incantation.
did you not use
Now
it
we
to
need
escape?
another bucket head.
To clarify, I am a scholar, not a magician. The incantation only works because the power resides in this citadel, not in me.
I need a
Now
bucket.
look, sketchy ass instructions. Be still, my heart.
You're very close now. Clear your mind.
I'm just gonna do this to quickly clear some zombies, make it a little easier to tell when the guy
That's
spawns
enough of
that
your
I need.
spooky bullshit. Nothing scarier than my right hook.
Sure. There we are. So we'll take that stand. We'll grab Jug.
Anybody got mouthwash?
We'll grab Voltroid later, but I do need it. One, two. Uh-oh. Wonderful timing. See, the main problem is that I need to be able to hit them without killing multiples. If I'm not careful, I'll swipe multiple of them and need to flip the round. Which I may need to do anyway, who knows. I wanted to pick up that armor plate.
I'm afraid weather conditions are not conducive for exfil. Strauss out.
Strauss out. Okay. I need to just be a little patient with how I hit them. Loop around to this side. And then the last one. Don't have to be as careful with that one. I can just kinda... Glad we got the max ammo.
Whatever's down here, juice better be worth the squeeze.
Alright, circle with a dot. Snowflake. Triangle. Circle with a... There we go.
Sometimes I am the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Solesh, the radiant blade is the stuff of legends. Be bright, my friend.
Alright.
That's close enough, you fucking chode.
With that finished, we can now move on. Perhaps? There they are. Really? Okay.
Jackpot, right in the
Kind of
dog.
defeated the point of switching, but whatever.
I saw a look on your face when you heard Franco's voice. You have unfinished business with him.
Well,
take
he
a
abducted
light
my brother and
incantation
sold
for
him
now.
to a
It's very
black
useful
site
to get
lab
myself
where
out
they
of a
turned
tough
him into
spot.
a 12-armed monstrosity. So yeah, you can say that.
Tear them to pieces.
Very glad I've already got the lights on. This would be kind of a pain if I didn't. There we go. Let's go ahead and use that to get Golden Ball. I didn't get a max ammo out of that. Fuck. That good guy.
Wish you warned me about splash zones, Pat? Would have packed a poncho. Nice. Always always fancied a hot rod.
Alright. I believe I've got all three. Probably a good idea to buy some backup armor real quick. What? I never grabbed the one by Deadshot. Got it. But it's good to know that my plan theoretically works.
Spiky, what the hell's it doing here? Medieval mad science. Not a fan.
Yeah, I can use this to just be ignored by most of the zombies. For just a bit. Like, it doesn't have to be the whole thing.
I think some just went in my mouth. Should we say in the biz?
Don't
Got
want that.
plenty more where that came from.
I was trying to keep these guys alive for a little bit. Grab that last hit. Alright. Grab our sword.
You think I'll call you Thunder Cleaver? No, that's shy.
Oh, that's shiny.
Wielding carefully. Gurundal channels their wrath of the
Alright,
very
let's go ahead and
heavens
do the
themselves.
lightning trial.
Congratulations. You just made Maya's top 10 greatest
All right.
experiences ever.
Oh, I thought it was that. Now's probably a good time to pick up armor. A technique I need to use more is the block that I can use to ignore some damage from the front. Is it a good idea to pick that up? Maybe. But we'll do it later if I do. For now... we can grab the Raven Sword and Tier 3 armor. I guess it would have been in the other way too. Alright, let me out. Really? Okay. I don't know. I want to pick up more perks, but I don't know how necessary it is. The Tier 3 armor is absolutely necessary, though.
Was it a raven? Very ominous.
So that's the slide. Where's the tire swing?
Once that's dropped.
Never collected
I'm actually
arsehole
gonna go
tax
ahead
from a
and
bird
clear
before.
a good chunk.
I'll
The
pummel
dark
you,
nature
Red,
of that
fucker, till I'm
proved
starved.
Guy de Saint-Michel was more obsessed with power than anything.
Fool! Power!
Alright, and that'll mean we don't have to deal with quite as many. Alright, the Raven Sword is going to have downward facing arrow. Weird parentheses.
Wow, greedy fella.
Alright. That'll get us through the first set. Okay, Mabel. I can afford an ammo upgrade. How lovely. One. Two. And three. That just felt like a good time to do that. Yeah, this step always annoys the hell out of me, but sometimes it works out. Oui. Fucking damn. Chill. And our final sword.
Oh, looks like gloom. With a hilt.
Strike from the shadows, but fight for the light.
Alright, I really need to grab Speed Cola, if for no other reason than armor. But it really helps with Aether Shroud as well. Then at some point I'm going to want to pick up a sentry turret. I can actually do that on the way in here.
Can't stop me now, you shuffling knobs.
And we're most likely going to be on the boss fight around 16. I don't know why I did that. I also want Voltrade. Oh wait, why don't I just grab it when I'm doing the orb? Whatever. Not that big a deal.
Ugh. Top contender for worst flavor.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I didn't go the wrong way, you did. Okay.
Wish you warned me about the Black Bones pack? What's Pack of Poncho?
Alright. And I need to recheck
Any of you hotshots want to beat my high score?
Alright, order is LRSD. LRSD.
Warm them by returning the salute. A gesture of respect.
I need to read the next thing.
Never
I actually
managed to give them.
real quick. It's probably a good idea for me to just go back in there. You go in there. Jesus. Stag. There, all four are done. Now, lately I've been taking the Raven Sword into the boss fight, but the armor is just such a commitment that I'm not willing to.
There you go, little fella. Snug as a bug in a rug.
Alright, so I might try grab the light incantation soon. Well, no, I'm gonna need fire anyway. Might as well hold on to it. It's a pretty easy challenge as long as I'm being careful.
Ugh, it's worse than the lights coming on at last call.
Getting Richtofen to see the light was fruitless. The harder I tried, the more he receded into darkness.
Alright. Yeah, so Kraft probably knew about Richtofen's wife and kids. Why wouldn't he? That'd be very odd. But that does make it really sad. That he just couldn't do anything. But it is interesting that he doesn't blame Weaver for it. We don't know if he blames Sam, but given he doesn't blame Weaver, he would be way more involved. I imagine he doesn't blame Sam.
Take it from a smuggler who knows. Heads are basically... Aww, Nathan would have loved you. You like that? I know. Hey there, hot stuff.
Alright, got that.
Cloud
Grief
to Citadel.
is
We are standing by should you choose to
The fire
evacuate.
that took
I need armor.
Richtofen's family turned him into a monster.
There are quite a few of you. We should be getting an amalgam here in a moment. Alright. Now, I know... this is not really a speed run, but I know that you can get this. Up on the scaffolding can be seen from the stairs. I think I see it. Oh, there you are.
Glass jaw, fucking figures.
Wow.
Now these shits like you never know when to quit.
Alright,
You
I
related
thought I
to
could
Peck?
just stand still for a second and let it get close to me. Oh, okay.
Now,
Thankfully,
let's
that's
go
so
find your
tense.
mates.
Alright. Wow, won't even let me out of the fucking building.
Did you see that? Looked like the club on legs.
Alright. I can't see it from here. It's supposed to be up on the scaffolding, but I really don't see it. Sorry, I forgot to say, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the insta-kill.
Huh, good. Save me the trip of hunting all you rotted slabs down.
Exfil is off the menu. Under receipt. No, Raptor 1 wants me to
I don't see it.
keep my hands off the fucking instrument. Ugh.
Yeah, I unfortunately just don't see it. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Okay, if that's right. This is mostly just a concept that I want to practice. Let's see it.
Failure happens to us all.
Stuck here.
That does not mean we do not deserve to try again.
Alright, well... That means that they'll just die a little faster.
Looks like a portable disco. Carver's gonna love that.
Carver likes disco. That I like not only that that's a bit of trivia, but that she knows it. Given she's the new one and would be the one who knows them least. But she's been paying enough attention to like learn that he likes disco. That's cool. Alright, we'll
Tastes
take
like
the
the beach
5,000.
vacation I damn well deserve right now.
25, 30,
Anyone got a little
35,
umbrella?
40, 45. Okay, yeah, that costs 4,500. We'll see if it was worth it. Before I move on to the like final thing, I do want to make sure I nope, I don't even remember. Dude, whatever I was gonna say is gone. Oh, I want to make sure I charge up the sword.
Not a fan of blackouts. But you're okay.
One of these days I'd love to do these Easter eggs with a crew. I am having just the hottest bit of trouble with this.
Fuck.
Never mind.
This is shit my pants level, Doctor.
You could have cut corners to get here faster. Yet, unlike
What the fuck do you mean?
you
Could
chose
have
the
cut
more
corners. I
honorable
absolutely
gift
did.
of slower art.
I skipped entire steps. What are you talking about?
Yes. Great news, guys. If the amulet's not in the study, there is fuck all we can do about it. I'll pummel you rancid fuckers till I'm
Alright,
stuffed.
sword is charged.
Greetings, my bastards.
Seriously? Fuck that out.
I knew you
I
would
say
be
we
the
steal
one
his shit
to
and piss
find
all
me.
over wherever that dumb guardian's at.
You were always my favorite.
I haven't listened to this in a while.
Was your arrival here heralded by your brother's corpses? Well done. A fitting end for wretches such as they. You must pass a final test if you wish to claim the Obscurus Actilium. Only then will you be worthy of my respect. Will you do it? Will you best the beast for your father's honor? I knew you would accept the challenge. That is why you are my favorite. To be deemed worthy of my house, you must first defeat the amulet's guardian.
There really isn't any information gleaned from that, is there?
I have paused Croft's comms. He cannot know what I am about to tell you. The way he speaks of Director Richtofen struck me as strange. On, let's just call it a hunch, I accessed Project Genesis' encrypted message logs. There have been multiple exchanges between Croft and the Director. While I cannot access the contents of their communiques, it is clear that Croft is not being entirely honest. I would advise you proceed with caution.
Yeah, so what Sam says there, I don't know.
Gotta hand
It
it to you,
doesn't feel like
Machine.
that's supposed
You
to
do not
be...
disappoint.
It's not like he's hiding that from us. He talks about Richtofen a lot. And talks about him in a way that's like, oh yeah, it sure is a shame what happened with Richtofen, and I very clearly know what happened with Richtofen. So, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like he's really hiding
Beat
it.
the hell out of shooting lawn gnomes with an air rifle.
Alright, now that it is round 17, go ahead and insert the Guardian key.
I hope you are prepared for what comes next. I doubt it will be pleasant.
Alright, for the love of God, let me succeed here. I've made a minor mistake. Alright, I'm quite low on armor. Okay, so the way this is gonna work,
You are unhurt. Or at least still able to fight.
as soon as he disappears,
See
pop
ya.
that.
Stop looking at me like a bloody lunch. I ain't your fucking Shango.
This is ridiculous. Wonderful. That was so dumb. I don't know what happened. I hate this boss fight. I swear to God they changed something and now it's just borderline impossible. I haven't seen a speedrun on this map in weeks. We still have so much time until the launch. If it didn't save my game, I'm gonna be mildly upset, but we'll just go in and get all the intel. I still have an hour and 15 minutes until this download's complete. Alright, please work. Uh-oh. It deleted it. Yep, it's gone. There's no save game. Not even loading. I really hate Citadel de Mor. Like, they fucked up the boss fight somehow. All of that was for nothing. I went in there and instantly died. Literally the moment I got in there. Tell you what, I'm gonna pull up a speedrun once I've gotten all my intel and just show you guys how fucking ridiculous it is the way speedrunners do this map. For one, they don't use the light sword, they use the raven sword, which allows them to do more damage, but like every time I do it, I just run out of armor. For 2, they get hit less. They, like, I don't mean they take less hits. I mean the boss does less hits. So they don't have to worry about it.
Magical relics aren't my forte, but I'd rub a brass lamp into my hands bled if it meant 86ing Richtofen.
If craft is the key to finding the artifact, you must get to him before the undead do.
Rattle your dags, guys.
I
This castle ain't gonna
hate
storm
these
itself.
zombies right now.
Right between its glowing eyes.
Alright, let's worry about getting all the
Get to Croft
things
without
first.
delay. His knowledge is critical to your success.
Oh, yeah. Ravenoff beats Sam. A marked improvement on Max's because she's not her.
I'm starting to wish I'd met this Max's chick. Of course, if this artifact is legit, maybe I'll get to.
If we have enough time after the tomb, we'll try to do Citadel again, which we should. We should have plenty of time. Hasn't even been an hour and a half yet.
Max armor.
I'm genuinely so mad
That's
about
of his
that.
king, which is fitting. He's a cast-off pile of shit, as is he.
Gotta pick this
No
place
double
clean.
points this time,
What's theirs is mine now.
unless I get it at the end of this round, which would be really funny.
Insta-kill.
Starting to think you underestimated how much these nerds hate you. That they would rather gargle a dog turd than have you along.
Yeah, well, what can I say? It's lonely at the top.
Lovely.
I'll make this look easy. But it's not. It's not at all.
Any chance I
Hate
can
it.
get a double point
Just wanna
before
be
I... No.
Bonus points.
It pissed you off that I'm getting along with this lot better than you ever will.
Tear them to pieces.
Me? Pissed that you're popular with those mental titans? Please. I just need to know you'll still have my back if they get, you know, aggressive.
How'd you like that, you skittering axe wound?
No parasites for some reason. Not that I'm really complaining. Alright. Let's, I don't even need to worry about the horseshoe or anything. I really just need to clear the...
You looked a bit out of
Round.
place. I know how that feels. Never was much
What
of a
I'll
horse
do
girl.
is I'll do some setup, and then once I have all of the
Well, shit.
things I need,
Gates aren't messing
I won't even
around.
buy melee macchiato.
Our comrades will find a
Um,
way. Comrades, please, make it a quiet way.
When I find all of the intel, I will save and quit, and then I can jump in without having to do those first couple rounds again.
Knock.
You've gotta be
Fucking
kidding me.
knock. I'm still sussing everyone out. For now, all I care about is getting my hands on Franco.
I'm sure he'll be delighted to see you.
Max
Right up
ammo.
until the point you make his throat smile.
Alright, well I only need to worry about... I wouldn't have had enough points... No, I would have. I would have been fine.
Full power.
Alright, let's very quickly get down there. Wow, really?
Sorry, Galar.
That is
No cue of
arguably the
head.
thing I like least. Is,
Contains valuable weaponry. Even prototypes from the director himself.
What? where anyone could happen by and steal the living fuck out of it?
Mom would say this is what I get for breaking and entering. You like that? Today's special. Two-headed octopus adobo with legs.
Double point.
That actually is quite a useful double points. That's not as useful.
Come at me.
Let's
I'll rip
get
off your
him
wings
away.
faster than a psychotic 9-year-old. I can tell. That's a good reaction.
All right. So we're gonna have a handful of things now. First of all, we're gonna want to head over to the Undercroft. Haven't bought this door in months. Is it somewhere over here? This is on a table. I guess it could be over here. Maybe the other side? There we go. So there's one there. Then on the other side in the dungeon, I suppose I should look up how to do the Franco Easter egg. Decide if that's something I would care about doing. On a shelf next to Quick Revive. A fucking shelf? Like that? Alright, next we're gonna head over to Stamina.
That is more than I could
Got
get
the
from
fish.
one week. The boy's having nightmares again. Terrible thing. I gave you the news.
Oh yeah, so that all like that straight up just confirms long before completing the Easter egg that Kraft is Richtofen's father. Just the way he talks about him in that log. Do your damn job.
Okay, tell me, Sergei, what have we learned today? We have
You
learned
would have
that
done the same as in the
72
Hillside
hours
Ramparts over here.
causes vivid hallucinations.
On a crate next to the right entrance to the courtyard.
Your former employer, Edward Richthofen, paid the syndicate a small fortune to find it.
Good afternoon, Mr. Richthofen.
July 14, 1989. The time is 9:35.
That was a couple years ago. Near the ammo crate? Survival of the fittest.
Gabriel Kraft personal log. It is the 19th
Drops from the
of
well,
February,
throwing a grenade into it.
1945.
Tell you what I'll do. I'll make it work.
Molotov out. That'll keep the mozzies away.
Complete. Synchronizing fabric.
Alright, yeah, I'm very interested to listen to a lot of these. So let's grab a frag.
How are you feeling, Sam?
Throwing frag.
What? But I dropped a grenade in there. Intake form Intel B06. How do I throw points in there? Need to wait for a vermin to hop out of the well? You have to wait for a special round to occur. While the special round is active, go to the... Nah, okay. I guess I'm just gonna have to say never mind on the thing I was saying earlier about saving and quitting. So I have to throw a grenade down it while it's that round. It's such a weird Easter egg. Okay, well, I will need to grab another...
They had more maggots than brains in there.
Another frag.
You are not like the others. You are not military. What? A criminal? Smuggler?
I prefer independent businesswoman, but you're not wrong.
Let's just do that, it'll make it easier. I'm very interested in that audio log of Sam talking to Richtofen, and I'm very curious if what it will say about their connection and what it I'm very curious if it will confirm or deny if Sam really is an AI.
As we say in the biz,
I find
plenty
Dark
more where
Flare
that came
very
from.
satisfying at this point.
Nice. Really gets into those hard to reach places.
Like, it just continues being useful at any round. Unfortunately, it does take several rounds to charge up.
Kraft, sorry.
I don't know why I'm not grabbing the other intel while I can. Because I still have... Oh, never mind. Shit, this is the last piece of intel I need for this map. Okay.
Save your apologies, Ravenov. Just turn your life around. Someone very close to me lost his way, much like you. It's never too late to make things right.
I wonder why it's refusing to drop me another frag grenade.
Double points. Kaboom!
I saw the look on your face when you heard Franco's voice. You have unfinished business with him.
Well, he abducted my brother and sold him to a black site lab where they turned him into a 12-armed monstrosity. So
Alright,
yeah,
now seems like a
you can
good
say
time
that.
to just grab that frag, given I can't seem to get it otherwise. Where's the oublet room? Where is that?
Feels like payday every time I
GPR.
see this thing.
Pop that
The
open.
use of support
Oh, the hand
weapons in
cannon.
this trial should be reward enough. Psych! There will be prizes.
I really don't think the new Sam is a bad
Hand
voice
cannon,
actress.
prep and fire.
I just mostly am disappointed that it had to happen at all.
You must
It didn't have to happen. I shouldn't even
Minor
phrase it that way. I
success
shouldn't
you are
give them
experiencing.
that courtesy. Give actors
I
that
would
courtesy.
expect you to be rocking back and forth in a fetal position by now.
Stop, kid.
My programming dictates I inform you that the highest trial tier reward has been unlocked.
This
I would
place
throw
was
you a
once
party,
ruled by a
but
Templar,
I'm
known
no
as
longer
the
allowed to do
Owl.
so.
His four bastard sons did
How did I get the
dirty
stamp
work.
before I killed it?
That stamp was their calling card.
Alright. Now I just need to get a proper grenade. The extra salvage helps. Alright. Is this going to be a bug round?
Should you choose to evacuate?
That spell you placed on my comrades. If you have such power,
I think it's going to skip this round as a bug round because it's an exfil round, which means I have to go to round 16 if I want to exfil.
Not a magician. The incantation only works because the power resides in this citadel, not in me.
I hate the visual bug it has when the field upgrade doesn't fill up, so I have no idea how close I am.
Make room, you rotted sausages. I'm coming through.
max armor. Insta-kill.
Alright, bug round. Are you serious? Is it not a bug round? Okay.
Tear them to pieces.
Alright, let's see if I can get one to crawl out of the thing, or if I just need to... Alright, there we go.
Enjoy.
There we go. Intake board. The last one I needed.
Guess that's one life down and 8 more to go.
Wind's not being cooperative. I'll let you know when it dies down.
I need one more piece of salvage.
Max ammo.
Literally one. Well, never mind. Now I need 550 because I hit the button by accident. I mean, hey, lightning bolt works. I'll take it.
Nightmare come to life. You here we fucking are.
Let's go pack a punch.
Honestly, you're the only thing making me feel somewhat safe out here. Take that, you poncy fuck!
Alright. we're just
You see
going
that, Peck?
to quickly
How about
grind
you get
out
off your
to
ass?
round 16 so I can exfil and call that good. Probably a good idea to just head to spawn. We can shoot the Raven on the way.
The Raven. That cannot be coincidence.
I think that gave my wedgie a wedgie.
Alright.
Motherfuckers are too clever for their own good.
Hi.
What the
fuck are you doing here? I just killed one of you.
Chaotic object.
Alright, let's make this a little faster. Just gonna pop that on.
Bonus points.
Feels like I just left port and I'm already all at sea.
Alright. Big guy. Uh-oh. They just all grabbed me at once. That's some bullshit. It was so fast. Jesus. I know I don't have any perks, but goddamn.
Any of you hotshots want to beat my high score?
Double points.
Exfil's ready if you're sick of that stick-tastic rig there.
I would like the exfil. Let me out. Take advantage of that. You know what? Let's use the teleporter. Get over there faster.
Raptor 1, get us the fuck out! Right fucking now!
Alright.
Knights and shining chopper shall arrive
Oh.
shortly.
What? I didn't even know that could happen.
Not enough spooky castle shit for one day. Be advised, Raptor 1 describes the NZ as lots of fun.
I'm dead. That's so fucking stupid. I really hate the amalgams. That's so dumb. Like, there was nothing I could do about that. Ugh. Whatever. Still got what I needed. I'm so just over the moon done with that map right now. But Citadel de Moore has complete intel. So I don't understand a message home from Kraft's visit to DC. Why is this here? Why is it tied to like the drinking minigame, and why is it drawn with AI? I hate everything about that. So, family book. The owl transcribes as a oh, hang on. I'm not actually recording. Alright, so we've completed all of the intel for Citadel de Mor, and alongside all 4 swords and the Bastard Sword, so, Sword of the Merciless Dragon, the Sword of the Volatile Stag, the Sword of the Astute Lion, the Sword of the Malevolent Raven, and the Bastard Sword, the Wonder Weapon Sword that can be imbued with the elements representing each of Guy de Saint-Michel's enforcers. The Obscurus Altilium, an amulet once owned by Guy de Saint-Michel, and Space Racer Metronome Craft's visit to DC. So, yeah, the entire map is about fathers and sons, and Craft being Richtofen's father just absolutely makes sense. So, some documentation. The owl transcribes his accomplishments. Franco provides feedback. This is all in French. Ces jours et enfants rêvés, comme les étoiles lave. I haven't taken French in almost a decade. Je suis condamné. I have no idea. I'm not even pronouncing it right. It doesn't matter. I can't read this. Hang on. Get fucking Google Translate. Google Translate. Camera. Open camera. So French to English. Okay. So according to Google Translate, the day has finally arrived. As the stars foretold, my legacy is secure. My lineage has been filthy, but it is a small sacrifice compared to everything I've had to do. Alas, I do not expect humanity to be grateful to me. I'm the only person capable of understanding the significance of my actions. I was born in an age of ignorance, among flocks of sheep raised for the slaughter. No man is my equal. I am condemned to walk this earth alone, surrounded by lesser beings, isolated from the world by my superior intellect. And yet, despite everything, I've resisted. I will now rise, live forever. 1,000 years from now, I will still be remembered. And this fuckhead founded the Syndicate. Our leaders claim to be his direct descendants. Explains a lot. That feels like that last part's written by Maya, which is very funny. Or actually, it's probably Franco. Regardless, though, he just sounds like the average Redditor. It's very funny. Some context. A dossier sent by Richtofen to Franco. I've drawn a crude map of the Villeville, where our man has been sighted. He's clever, but you know that about him. He changes his routine often, but always comes back to Trois Belles in the late morning for a café crème. Sips at the counter, then leaves. He has security, well, a large man, leather duster, vacant eyes, you know the type, whom he never engages in conversation with, but is clearly trained. Proceed with caution, he may not be the only one. Kraft also makes frequent visits to the market. He speaks with a kindly old woman with a black and white Havanaise? I don't know. Find her, use her to get to him. I've also attached a photo of the excavation site to remind you of Kraft's importance. We do not know where Kraft lives. Find him, follow him, and locate his residence. Abducting him from his home will attract less attention than snatching him off the street. I need not remind you the importance and sensitivity of this matter. Do your job, I'm paying you enough. So, this is, like it says to Franco, to capture Kraft. That's interesting. Like he said, he added a picture of the excavation site. That is the starting room of the tomb. That's what it looks like. We already knew that. That's bizarre. This is why I should have done this sooner. Intake form. An orphanage intake assessments of a new charge. Near Horizon Orphanage. Le Père Strauss 86. I think it's Strauss. 86, 101, 79 Berlin, child intake 1. Number of entry 174489, date of entry 10/08/54. Date and country of birth unknown, boy appears to be 8 years of age. So this actually goes back to my Liberty Falls theorizing video where on YouTube, where when we got the trailer for Liberty Falls, I was talking about how the song used, We'll Meet Again, could be a mild hint towards his age, because that song came out in the early 50s, and it seems like Richtofen was born in the late 40s, about 1946. So, which, you know, is still like nearly 20 years after Richtofen was born in the main timeline, or the original timeline. So that is interesting. But that would make him, you know, a child going into preteen when We'll Meet Again came out. So my theory held up pretty well. And that also does... No, that does actually go against what I said. Okay, so basically what I said was that Richtofen has a picture on his desk of him flying a plane for some Air Force, maybe the United States Air Force. And I theorized that was taken during the Korean War. Which I forgot to write down when the Korean War was. So the Korean War ended in 53. So this, you know, ended a year after he was adopted at the age of 8. So definitely not the Korean War. Could have been Vietnam. I feel like that's probably the best bet, is Vietnam. 47 inches tall, approximately 50 kilograms, slight build, large head. Very intelligent, curious, doesn't sleep much, has nightmares, strong appetite, bites nails, note of significance. Boy talks to himself. What seems to recognize this place? House, neighborhood, what? Safe in the house, repeated like a mantra, then a feeling of security. This house, our facility, how could he know this house? So, in other words, this 100% confirms Richtofen has memories from before the Dark Ether, from before Black Ops 4. He was the kid, and he remembers that. A scroll written by the Owl describing the Guardian of Citadel de Mort. My creation, my instrument, inative. I obviously instrument, and then I would think inative means achievement of some kind. My unfinished instrument. That makes sense. Wonders and powers will be revealed to the one who speaks. Incantations lie, mantras err. Only speech is the key. Speech spills out in a mother tongue, formed by the clay on its bank. The blood of the valley takes shape. For miles, living water flows through the northern forest to the sea. Safety, power, and eternal life are born from the awakening of speech. Sleeping in silence, always on the lookout, the giant awakens to the call of Earth's blood. So, what this says to me is, I think the Owl used the Sentinel artifact to create a vial of prima materia, and used that alongside an incantation to create or, like, raise the Guardian. Something along that line. I really hope these aren't also in French. Richtofen offers to teach Sam what is real, so this is regarding the Sam AI. Good afternoon, Mr. Richtofen.
July 14, 1989. The time is 9:35 a.m. and I am going to attempt to synchronize the synaptic algorithm module's lower and higher functions for the first time. Commencing low-level startup procedures.
Voice routines. Online. Memory interface. Online. Systems interface. Online. Loading memory lattice. Loading complete.
That's interesting.
So far, so good. Let's align, synchronize, and then start her Cortex simulation.
Loading cortex scans. Loading complete. Synchronizing fabric. Synchronization complete. Adding cortex daemon to process list. Rebooting.
How are you feeling, Sam?
Where am I?
Voice modulation will need to be modified. Recalibrate GPS. She shouldn't need to ask where she is. You are with friends. My name is Edward. You are my guest.
Good afternoon, Edward.
You just arrived. I'm looking forward to spending time together. Tell me, what do you remember before waking up?
I remember a knife. A promise I couldn't keep. A morning that would never come.
The fuck?
Do not worry. You are safe here.
Blood on my hands. But where are my hands? I don't understand.
Sam, those sound like nightmares. They are not real.
How? How do I know what's real and what isn't?
Because I will help you. Would you like that?
Yes, I would like that very much. Thank you, Eddie.
Nah, that's weird. That's fucking weird. Ah, creepy. Don't do that. So that does prove that Sam at least started as an AI. The synaptic algorithm module started as an artificial intelligence. I don't think she is just that anymore. I think that the real Sam's consciousness more or less merged with her. But it's hard to say. So let's see if anything else gives us stuff. Carver and Weaver chat about how the odds are stacked against them on Terminus. This is interesting.
You're quiet. What's going on? Just coming to grips with the fact that I let Richtofen almost get us killed.
Yeah, well, try not to dwell on it. It's embarrassing for a man at your station. Well, former station.
Cut the shit, Mac. Just admit the last 6 years are my fault. You should have left me to rot.
Stop. We just got started on whatever this is, and your woe is me bullshit is already wearing on my last nerve. I got no patience for it, and I really don't want to do anything rash. Like shoot you.
Might as well.
You know what? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Weaver.
Us ending up at Terminus. It was always Richtofen's plan. Hell, our cell assignments were a strategic move.
What the fuck? No.
Oh, yeah. He probably figured if you, me, and Raptor 1 couldn't conspire, we'd be up Schitt's Creek. So he put the docks between us to block comms, thinking that'd be enough. The fact that he thought Gray was gonna fold like a wet paper bag, that he didn't realize how strong she was, just shows how arrogant he is, and that is a weakness. A weakness we can exploit. Now, Strauss, poor man was never gonna be able to adapt, but he made it out, and that's not nothing.
Okay, you got a point. I still don't.
You sure you want to be contradicting a man who just threatened to shoot you?
Okay, I'm not gonna argue with that. But you're also right. This is Richtofen's fault. And when it comes to reasons to hate him, there's always room for one more.
Yep, fuck him. No more dwelling. We ain't got the time.
So I really like that because we don't often get radios like that between playable characters. So even in classic zombies, this kind of stuff would happen in dialogue in the map, but there's nowhere where it really would have fit, I don't think. I think this works better as an audio log because we're able to view it outside of the game without having to go in. And it lets us... I was talking yesterday about how Weaver and Carver just don't really have anything going for them story-wise. Whereas Maya was very intrinsically tied up to Citadel Daymore with her brother, Modi, Franco, And then with the Tomb, she very much fell off. The Tomb really just doesn't have any story content worth a shit. Our main four are barely even there. Sam handles all the important story content. We get some dialogue between the four characters and Ravanoff, but not really anything interesting. But up to Citadel, Maya had a lot going for her. And Gray has a really good focus because she, more than the other two, care about Sam. And that's not to say Weaver doesn't care about Sam. Even Carver, kind of cares. But Weaver and especially Gray are really focused on helping Maxis. But whereas it's just a thing in the back of Weaver's mind, just like, hey, it'd be great if we could save her, it is Gray's driving force. And so we already kind of had that. We have had a decent amount of dialogue and setup for that. Whereas Carver and Weaver, especially Carver, have just had nothing going for them. So having an audio log like this to really double down, yes, he is the glue that's holding them together. If he and Weaver had been able to communicate, they would have been out of Terminus years ago. And Richtofen knew that. Which really just doubles down on this idea of why is he keeping Carver alive. The other three, there's reasons. There's not really with Carver. There's just not. Nothing that isn't already in documents that we got from Cold War that Project Janus would have. So here's an interesting one. Sir Archibald discusses a new archaeological undertaking with his backer. Sir Archibald Forthington Smythe is the main, narrator, I guess, of the Tomb. And I didn't realize that we heard from him before that map even came out.
I'd like to begin by expressing...
And Alistair Rhodes, of course.
Eagerness, Sir Archibald.
Nonsense, old boy. I won't hear a word of it. I'd be a fool and a rank amateur to pass on an opportunity to collaborate. Your research is so thorough, not to mention groundbreaking.
Yes. Well, your endeavor is integral to my work, and we will both reap the benefits. Now, it's of vital importance that you don't let the reputation of the place color your senses.
Yes, I've been conducting inquiries as to the procurement of local workers, but thus far it's all been coming up a little empty. As far as I can tell, no one wants a damn thing to do with the place. If you ask me, the whole thing smacks of hysteria, which, between us, could be quite the positive, what? Makes it more likely the site's not been looted already.
Indeed. I'll shoulder the cost for you to recruit outside the area. Some sturdy ruffians is what's called for. You'll need the muscle. Given the amount I'm shelling out, I expect you to run a tight ship, Sir Archibald. This excavation is to be efficient, targeted, discreet, and do not return without the artifact in hand.
You have no fear. I wouldn't dream of it. We Fotherington Smythes are a tenacious lot once we set our minds to something.
Good man. I wish you luck on your travels. I imagine we'll be much changed the next time we see one another. Now, another spot of port.
Rather.
So, for starters, he will never see Archibald again. Archibald dies at the Tomb. We know this. But if I had to take a guess, this probably takes place in the 50s? I know nobody played Vanguard at all, but in the story for that map, it taught us a lot about where it taught us a lot about where the Dark Ether stuff came from. And part of that was a lot of occult stuff, including stuff to do with Alistair Rhodes. He was regarded as an amateur demonologist, I think is how he's referred to. And that's honestly just funny. A lot of people are going live. I'm worried that the map is going to be going live in 30 minutes instead of an hour and 30 minutes like I thought. Yeah, everyone's going live. There's no way they're all going live an hour early. Let me pop up Milo's stream.
Waking up, and it's like, okay, what have I got to do in the morning? I've got to brush my teeth, got to get that done, got to have my morning coffee, and got to turn on Mr. Ruffle Waffle's stream.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, that's where I'm at.
Great. Listen, it's essential. Chat, should I make a video that's like something that you guys can sleep to? What if I just made a video of me like softly explaining the zombie storyline for 12 hours? Would you guys like that?
An hour
Greg
and a
Lenton, my
half
boy,
left,
thank
so
you.
we're
How's
good.
Podcast
It drops when I thought it did. What I was saying. So, Alistair Rhodes was regarded as an amateur demonologist, and that was in the 40s. So if we say like 10 years later, he's become a bigger name, that makes sense. Obviously, in the original Chaos story in Black Ops 4, it was like 1917. When did the Titanic sink? It was around then, like 1910s-ish. So there's a bit of temporal displacement here in this new timeline. But I am curious if we're going to get to hear more about him, or if it was just like a setup for, okay, here's the Sentinel artifact. So, Richtofen calls Franco.
So, you wanted to talk to me, huh?
No, Franco. You need to talk to me. Kraft, do you have his location?
He's in Avalon.
This I already know, but you are my man in Avalon. I expected more progress.
Excuse me?
Who do I need remind you of Kraft's importance with regards to the artifact? If this is a question of money.
No, not money. Logic. If this is to further the research, fine. But if this is some personal vendetta, then we may need to reassess, huh?
Get Kraft, locate the artifact. It is not complicated. Unless you lack focus.
Oh, la. Careful, Director. You are walking a thin line.
You have the information I sent on how best to ensure Kraft talks, yes?
Yes, it's very specific. You're one sick fuck, aren't you?
Perhaps. But my methods get results.
Look, I go down this road. It will get messy. You sure you want this? I mean, considering your history with Kraft.
Our history is of no concern to you. Concentrate on the task. Stick to my instructions and get it done. Understood?
Understood.
So I'm fascinated by that, because why the fuck would Franco give a shit why Richtofen wants Kraft? I really want to know, like, what's going on with Franco. He's dead now. Maya kills him, which is great. That works for her story, but, like, there's so much we don't know about him. We thought he was just a sleazebag mercenary, but it seems like there's more, because why would he care? Why would he care about furthering the research?
Okay, tell me, Sergei, what have we learned today?
We have learned that 72 hours without sleep causes vivid hallucinations, violent mood swings, and dehydration.
Richtofen warned me that Kraft can be a bit stubborn. If that's what it takes.
I was referring to me.
Everyone has their breaking point, huh?
Well, I have reached mine. I have been at this for 2 weeks. Day in and day out.
What do you think, huh? You're punching a clock? Hourly wage for your efforts? Effort means nothing. Outcomes matter. The artifact, where is it? How do we find it?
If he knew where it was, he would have told me. If he knew anything, he would have told me. He won't talk.
You're aware of the lengths we went to get him, huh? To bring him here, huh? Find his weakness, or I'll drop you back in Grozny. Reacquaint you with your old friends. And same goes if I catch you drinking on the job again. So stay the fuck out of my wine cellar.
That actually does create a little bit of a plot hole, as far as I can tell. Because if we go back to the documents, Richtofen knows where the dig site is. Hang on, I've attached a photo of the excavation site to remind you of Kraft's importance. He knows the dig site, the excavation site. Why does he need Kraft? If he knows the Sentinel artifact's there, it's not like Kraft's going to tell him how to get in. He doesn't tell us. So why does he, like, it seems like that's a plot hole more so than a mystery. It's just, oh, we need Kraft to learn the location, but we already know the location, you know? I don't know.
Where to begin? No, not talking about Von List or any of that in Leipzig with Franz.
This is all stuff to do with Vanguard.
Back to the kernel of the curiosity that led me to all this. I was a young boy of no more than 10. It was fall. Ghent, a quaint city along the River Lyer in Belgium, was hosting the World's Fair. The leaves dancing their way down to the water, the smell of crustaceans filling the air.
I don't know what that means.
It was magical. But it wasn't only the setting that drew me in. It was a reading of Francis Barrett's De Magus that set its hook in me.
I feel like I've read that.
The mystery contained in that book, the demonstrations, the commingling.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Psychology, the normal and paranormal. Well, I had been summoned, touched by something that I couldn't explain but felt to the core of my being. From that day in Ghent, I knew that this world was but one slice of the realities we are all part of. There is no end to what is beyond this plane of existence, no end to where we can go or what we can be. It was late when my mother found me badgering the man who performs the reading with question after question. He smiled at her and introduced himself. Alistair Rhodes. Mother thanked him and remarked how she was frightened that she may have lost me. I didn't have the heart to tell her that she actually had.
Huh. Well, that reworks some of my thoughts about Rhodes and the timeline. So maybe the timeline is the same as it was in the Chaos story. God, please let us go back to Ancient Evil. And that'd be so interesting. Or to the Library of Alexandria. That was supposed to be the next map after Ancient Evil. It's not going to happen. This game doesn't have the budget. But I do think that is still important because this audio log seems to give us this idea, or rather reinforce the idea, that Richtofen sees the Dark Ether as a means to an end. He wants to use it to get what he wants. That's not how Kraft sees it. Kraft sees the Dark Ether and extant realities as something to explore, something to learn about. He's a genuine scientist, a philosopher. Whereas Richtofen is a tyrant. Utilizing the blog post from the new map. Survival of the Fittest. Another one from Kraft.
Gabriel Kraft, personal log. It is the 19th of February, 1945. And I feel old. If you had seen the things I have, that would not surprise you. It has been several months since the Demon Lord Cortifex was cast down by the courageous soldiers of the Allied Special Forces. Several months since, in a sealed room in Stalingrad, I took the life of Oberfuhrer Wolfram von List for his crimes against humanity and for the murder of my sweet, innocent Sasha.
Wasn't Sasha a man? I just remembered that. Is Kraft gay?
When it was all over, I was trapped with my enemy's corpse for 3 days. 3 infernal days. I thought I would die there. It was von List himself who finally delivered me. In his pocket was a torn page from the Tome of Rituals, the very artifact I had used to seal the room. With its power, I broached the seal. It's been several dark, depressing months. But I think I am finally ready to face the things I have seen. I was mocked for years for my belief in the supernatural. If someone had just listened, maybe this all could have been avoided. Maybe my Sasha would still be here. It doesn't matter now. The occult is real. The power of demons and runes and artifacts are as real as gravity and electromagnetism. I don't know if or when or how our world will come into contact with such forces again, but I know that if they do, I will run as fast and as far in the other direction as I can. In a few weeks I am moving to Berlin. The city is in ruins. But then, so am I. Perhaps we can rebuild together. If only I wasn't feeling so old.
Okay, so Kraft, for one, I was right. Kraft is gay. Sasha was a man, and I just like that because, you know, representation's cool. But this is interesting because we know that he can't really escape everything to do with the Dark Ether. He's still fascinated by it, clearly, but he's terrified of it now because it killed somebody he loved inadvertently. It was a Nazi that killed someone he loved, but that's besides the point. The Foundling is almost certainly to do with Richthofen, so I'm very interested in this. This is about Richthofen's adoption.
When we were young, Sasha and I often spoke of children. It was our dream. A cottage in the country, plenty of land where we could raise our little boys the right way. But there was school, and then there was work, and then Sasha never got that little boy. So I went to an orphanage in the city today. For Sasha, there was a boy. A sickly, starved thing like all the rest, maybe 10 years old, but there was something in his eyes. I spoke to him for hours. He reminds me of Sasha. Sharp, logical, a dreamer at heart. They would have loved each other. The boy suffers from memory loss. His childhood, his parents all gone. His name, Edward, is the only thing he has left. He doesn't understand the world, but he wants to. We're alike in that way. He's asleep now in the spare bedroom. My adopted son. I don't know what comes next. But we're in this together now, my Eddie and I. For better or for worse.
So that, I think that really does go a long way to humanize Richthofen. And Kraft too, but he doesn't really need it. Richthofen... It's going to be really hard to view Richthofen as just a bad guy now. And I think these audio logs are very important for that. Which is a shame because I don't think a lot of people are listening to them. It's why I want to make a proper set of videos about this. To talk about why this is happening. Like, why Richthofen's doing what he's doing and what the story is. Kraft makes a career change.
The boy is having nightmares again. The terrible things. He wakes drenched in sweat, screaming that it's his turn. He does not remember in the morning. I am beginning to wonder if he is actually taking the pills or if he is just lying to me. Either way, the boy needs a fresh start. Something to help him forget the things that haunt him. Perhaps we both do. Weeks ago, I applied to a project in America. My background in the occult and my unique field experience make me a perfect candidate. I can't say too much even here, but the work is exciting. An excursion along the frontiers of science. The CIA are calling it MK Ultra. I haven't heard back yet, but I'm
keeping my hopes high. This could be exactly what Eddie and I need. Perhaps in America we can find a way to end the nightmares. For both of us.
So that does explain why Richtofen has a bit more of an American accent. Like, the German is still there. It's still in his voice. But Nolan North has made it a lot more subtle. And he has much more of an American accent. And this explains it. From a pretty young age, probably 10 to 12, he was brought to America, and he grew up the rest of the way there. He presumably went into the military there. He served his country, and that's how he was able to build his influence, is from America. He didn't have to move there, which, it's, like, it's not groundbreaking, but it's nice to have that little bit of extra information. And then the last one is Kraft recounting the legend of the four bastard sons.
Sir Guy de Saint-Michel, known to most as the Owl, the man who may have single-handedly destroyed the legendary Knights Templar. Guy was the leading expert of his day in all matters occult. His prowess in the dark arts won him his Nightbird sobriquet. That reputation made it easy to accuse the Templars of heresy, and while their leadership was burned at the stake, the Owl escaped to Avalon. But he would have never succeeded without his bastards. Four sons who stopped at nothing to win his favor. Their true names are lost to history, but their noms de guerre still inspire fear. And
you wouldn't pronounce the S there, just be nom de guerre.
Was his shock trooper, striking like lightning when least expected. The dragon's scorched earth tactics betrayed his reptilian lack of mercy. The lion was the brightest of the four, always keen to please his master. And the raven, like his father, was a creature of the shadows. And although they served him faithfully, the owl would never acknowledge their birthright, much less knight them. Nor would he give them what they desired most.
The interesting thing there is that... I'll wait.
Recognition. They were useful as thugs, enforcers. Sadly, all relationships, even those built on love, respect, and recognition, will break in time. But the bastard's reign of terror in what would become Avalon echoed through the ages, giving rise to the French Syndicate.
So yeah, the interesting thing there is, obviously he's talking about Richtofen at the end. But he talks about they were given no recognition. They were never knighted, but they have statues. They have statues in the dining room. Like, they exist. There are remnants of them. There are other aspects, like the lion's door, the dragon's braziers, the raven sigil. There's nothing really for the stag, which is sad. But these swords and these characters' memories are still there. So I think everything to do with the owl was more complicated than he made it out to be. He wanted to hate them, and he just couldn't. And I think it's the opposite with Kraft. He wants to be there for his son, but he can't. So, that is everything for Citadel des Morts. And then we do still have 11 audio logs and 5 documents to quickly grab on the tomb. I'm going to prioritize that over... I'm not going to do the Easter egg again. I don't really care about the Easter egg. It doesn't matter. I've done it enough times. We can always do it later. I want to pardon me. I want to burn through this real quick. So I'm going to... We'll just keep this. We'll take the energy mine. We'll take stims. We'll take... Suppose it doesn't matter. We'll C4, I guess. I might want to grab... I might want to make the ice staff. Just because it'd be nice to have. But it shouldn't be necessary. Let's just run into the tomb real quick. So, initially, there's going to be 3 things we can grab right off the bat. And then for once, I'll actually go left, because there's a few more pieces of intel there than on the other side. Okay, so, first things first, over by the Gobblegum machine.
Recovering the Sentinel artifact. It should be somewhere in that excavation
I may have to
site.
shoot it down.
Remember, the artifact is our only hope of bringing Nexus back from the dark ether.
Can the next place we go please not have hot and cold running corpses? Paint the walls with your brains like a bloody caveman.
Already. I need to look at it. Oh, I was at the Gobblegum machine, not the PhD. Got it. The infamous Mr. Rhodes.
Let me see if I have this quite straight. You want me?
Alright, we will listen to all of these later. Next to the lamp on some of the crates. Right there, retirement plan. So we'll take that. And then... Oh, this one's Maya and Gray. This is actually exactly what I was talking about. Now we can get just a little bit more story on these characters. I hope we get more. I hope we don't just get... I hope like we can have different characters interact with different other characters, you know? Valley Strange. Chef Archibald Fotherington Smythe, a shiny halfpenny to tap. I adore his inflection. I hate him so much.
I believe the amulet somehow channels an echo from the past.
Feeling all kinds of urges to punch that fella right in the balls. Wonder if it's genetic.
How would that be genetic? I'm not sure I'm understanding.
That British explorer almost certainly died there. Perhaps you can learn from his missteps.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't have disliked Archibald as much if I had been paying attention to the lore of this entire game, honestly. Because I would have heard of Archibald already, and it wouldn't have felt so out of nowhere. It still would have been a little out of nowhere, but it would have been okay, because it would have shown that they didn't just do it on a fucking whim.
Seeing how my old friends have changed has been enlightening, but you, I have yet to figure out.
Oh, I'm an open book, mate. Definitely not YA, but what you see is what you get.
Alright. I want my stim back.
Congratulations. You just made Maya's top 10 grossest experiences ever.
Alright. Let's see if... Okay. Let's turn that off for now. Actually, we can keep that on.
How should I put it? Reek of death. If I'd have seen you coming, I'd have barred the fucking door.
For all the people that have been shitting on this game, there are very good reasons to shit on this game. But for all the people that are shitting on like the storytelling or the presentation, I'm genuinely curious. Do you think Cold War was better, or do you think Cold War was? Or do you think this is like closer, but still just not what you want?
Max ammo.
You You were Soviet Special
All right.
Forces, right? Think I could have made the cut?
Absolutely. Spetsnaz always recruits misfits.
Whoops, I cut him off. Okay, so there should be one somewhere around here. Across from the perk machine. The right side of the perk machine. What? Grave robbers. Got it. And then there's a document on the far side if I complete the gemstone Easter egg. So let's do that real quick. I don't know how. Yeah, I have no idea how to do that. The Tomb Gemstone Easter egg. I need a shovel and 3 ancient gems found in dig sites. My dearest Marjorie. Oh, fuck off. Okay. I need a dig site, and I don't know where to find them. There should be 3 around here. You know what? Now seems like a good time to turn back on the HUD. I can use that to find the dig sites. So the second one is gonna be over here somewhere, I think. It should be up here. It's right there. Got it. I should probably clear some of these guys before it gets me in trouble.
Well, that's just good, clean fun, isn't it?
Bonus points.
Listen, fuckers. Efficiency's key when running a business. This is me being efficient.
Max.
All right, that actually gave me quite a bit of salvage, which is always nice. Then there should be a 3rd dig site over where this audio reel was. Right there. So still no gemstone. I think I just need to find them. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I need... given that this is going to require me to kill some bosses, we'll do the dig sites as we go. And we'll just need to be careful. Should be one somewhere around here. Maybe up here? I'll be getting plenty of salvage, but not much else. Oh, cool. I already have 3 Molotovs. Hell yeah. So next is going to be 2 audio reels and another document. It doesn't say how to pick up the document. In the Shrine of the Hierophants, shoot the pots above stamina. Pots? What pots? Got one. Okay. Pots and Pains Part 3. Left of stamina is that guy. Springtime. And then on the other far side is against a wall before opening the door to the subterranean cavern. They are thankfully quite easy to hear. There are also 2 dig spots in here. One is going to be right there. I wonder if I need to activate this first. Let's do that, just in case.
After 3 long, laborious days, that damn thing's open at last. Some say life is about the journey and not the destination.
To which I retort, fiddlesticks and flapdoodle.
Stand before a precipice. Onward! Through the door to nowhere!
Oh, there's a Mr. Peaks headphone over here somewhere? Hello. Alright, there's also a dig site around here. Should be right at the corner. Alright. I'm gonna have to listen to a lot of Archibald, aren't I? That's a little unfortunate. Alright, there are 2 dig sites over here. One is going to be right before this. As well as that, which I need. And then there's the dig site. And there's a second dig site in here. Oh, I got a power drill. That's funny. Then all the way up here, there's gonna be another one. Right behind here. Oh, hi, guys.
Stop looking at me like I'm bloody lunch. I ain't your fucking Sango.
I don't think there's a melee macchiato machine on this map. Alright, y'all, I have not gotten a single fucking grenade. Or not grenade, gem. There's an artifact here, the etheric lantern, I've already got that. Next to the stairs, center room, we're placing the amulet knives on a slab? Oh, is that one this down here? Okay. Oh, the knaves on a slab. Shoot a pot above the red door leading to nowhere. That one? Pots and Pains. Ah, there's also a document down here. There should be a pot between the... Ah, right there. That should be all 3 pots and pains. Alright, then we just gotta make our way back over this way. There should be one right here. Is that not a dig spot? Okay. There is one here. I know there is. It's on the far side of that. Still nothing. Is there a pot here somewhere? Because I'm seeing another document. Complete the Skulls Easter egg? What the fuck is the Skulls Easter egg? Oh, no, wait. Tell me that's not the gold thing, right? Tell me that's not golden armor. Horde of brain rot zombies. Okay, this is a separate thing. Need the brain rot ammo mod. A most surefire way to get the brain rot ammo mod is purchasing it. Salvage can be earned from zombies. Blah blah blah. Oh, there is a Simon Says Easter egg here, which guarantees a free brain rot ammo mod. Find 4 specific skulls. Each of these skulls is marked with an X, but spotting them can be tricky. Complete the Easter egg. Players must shoot these skulls in a specific order within a short window. 4 fixed locations are among the piles of skulls to the left of the doorway leading from the Neolithic catacombs. This is the Neolithic catacombs? Or is this still the ossuary? This is going to be impossible.
Wait till I show you the wheel. That'll really burst your brain.
It's just, this is worse. This is worse than the fucking, 9-step. I don't see it. I really don't. I'd love if there was a picture to show exactly where they are. This sucks. Here, TikTok. 41 seconds. This will help. How to do the skull Easter egg.
This is how you do the skull Easter egg on the tomb map. You've probably seen these skulls around. On the map before, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. First, you need brain rot on your weapon, then head to the speed cola side of the map. The first skull is right before these 4 traps on your minimap. Shoot it once, the eyes will glow. Run to these stairs, shoot this skull with an X on it once, the eyes.
So how am I supposed to see this thing? Oh, it's right there. I see it. Okay. So the first one is right there. The second one is right there. Now that I know what it looks like, that's actually quite useful.
The eyes will glow. Run to the pedestal just before the portal right here. There'll be another skull with an X on it.
Okay, that one's pretty easy. Because it's not in a pile. It's just right here. Right there.
Shoot it with your brain-rotted weapon. And then head to the main pedestal right in front of the speed cola machine. Shoot it with the brain-rotted weapon. You'll get 4 brain-rotted zombies that last abnormally long. They almost lasted 2 rounds for me. Maybe it goes off your augments. I'm not sure. But this also completes an intel called Bring Me the Dead or something like that. So if you've ever wondered what those skulls are for or how to do this Easter egg, this is how you do it.
Is it for anything else? Alright. You could probably do that real quick. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna go buy brain rot. Alright, let's do all 4 quickly. I have a stim if I need it. Wait, shoot. Where was the fourth one? 1, 2, 3. Was it in here? I forgot where the fourth one was already. Fuck. Take out the... Oh, I got 2 out of that. That's nice. Yeah, I straight up forgot where the fourth one was. That's embarrassing. Near the statue, resting in a pile of skulls just in front of the machine. Bro, how did I just forget? Tell me how I literally just watched a video about it and I already forgot where one of them was. That's so embarrassing.
This is how you do the skull Easter egg on the tomb map. You've probably seen these skulls around the map before, and I'm going to show you exactly how it goes off your augments. I'm not sure, but this also completes an intel of the speed cola machine. Shoot it with the...
Got it. Okay. So it should be... I don't see it. Right there. Alright, I got brain rot. So I need... that skull. That skull. That skull. And that skull. Was I too slow? It's very likely. Wow. Alright, hang on. Let's just stop for a second. Let it reset. There we go.
Dad always said it pays to have mates in low places.
So is this gonna... there it is. Pots and pains. That took me a second. Okay, and then there's one more, making a monocle opposite of Speed Cola on the left side of Stone Brazier. Left side of which... oh, it's right there. Alright. So that means I've got 13 out of 22 of these bitches. I've definitely got that one. Definitely got that one. Definitely had that one. Got that one. That puts me at 17 out of 22. Let's run back over to where Deadshot is. Should be a dig site around here. Oh, hi, guy.
Sacker Spot was begging for a bullet. Fuck, I hate those things. Which can only mean there's bloody more of them.
Where is it? Should be right in front of the traps here. There we go. Still no fucking crystal.
You nerds see that? I'm just warming up, baby.
Alright. Okay. We'll take that. There should be another dig site. Over by the brazier. This way. Oh wait, no, I already got that one. Rhodes was here? So he's dead. On the opposite side of Deadshot should be another dig site. Bro, I'm not getting a goddamn single gem. That is every dig site on the map. There aren't any underneath. That was every dig site. They better respawn. Bro. This is not... Oh. You have to have death perception to find the gems. Do dig spots respawn the tomb? Okay. So we'll buy death perception, and then we'll flip up a round or two. Then I've never bothered buying death perception
I see
before. It sucks.
Literally everything. I'll pummel you rancid fuckers till I'm stuffed.
Alright, real quick, let's go to the area. We'll get ourselves a pack crystal and cryo freeze, and at round 11 we'll get a purple gun. We don't really need gold.
How far did we go? I mean, there's down under, and then there's all the fucking way down under.
How? How? All right, there we go. So while we're here, let's give it a moment. There are a few more things we need to grab. What are these? Oh, these are the spinning rocks. They don't count. Poor Bernard. So it would appear I already have that. Oh, whoops, I forgot to grab the double points.
Can you follow
Loot
instructions?
fungus.
It will be unfortunate
None of
if
these
you
are
do not.
ready. I don't think I can do them yet.
I have added a note to your file to say you don't suck. Upgrading trial reward. Keep it up.
Literally just need one more. Come on down, I know a whoopee spot where the blah 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 skid
Fascinating
radio.
performance.
I don't.
Milestone
Just don't
phase
judge
3
me.
reached.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Your
The
performance
one
has
perk I
certainly
have.
given me a great deal to think about. Thinking concluded.
Fuck off, game. There's an audio log down where this'll be. I don't hear it. Oh, it's right there. Tortured artist. Okay, just 3 more. Let's go back up to the top. Oh.
Well, you weren't using it.
He really... Oh, gross. Oh, gross. I was thinking it in one of the earlier ones, but he's totally, like, in a weird relationship with Sam. Like, the AI. Oh, that's gross. I really hope that's not true. Like, yes, technically, they are near the same age. At bare minimum, they're both significantly adults. But, multiverse shenanigans make that really weird. Left in the cave with Deadshot. Huh? Like right here? That one. And then one more. There's an audio log in the spawn room to the right of the gateway on a crate. I don't know why I skipped that one earlier. Bad news is there ain't no good news. Look at all the bodies. All right. All that leaves is the gem Easter egg. See if I can get that done. Look at all those bodies. Come on down, I know a whoopee spot where the sun is. None of these motherfuckers are respawning. Grab that. Let's just do a loop. Wonderful. Still no gem. Still no gem. I really would like to do this before I have to deal with an amalgam. Speaking of, let's just go ahead and set Dark Flare. It may not have spawned to these because I was in the room. I don't know. There's one on the far side, so down here. Nope, nothing. Down here there were a couple, none there. Not that, I don't even think there's supposed to be one there. Over here there was one. No. Any other ones here? There were 3, I think. There was one around here somewhere. Oh, there we go. Still nothing. There was one over here. I finally got one. Alright, that's 1. I need 3. There's 2.
That's what you get for splattering your slop all over my good boots.
And all that jazz. Alright, I need one more. Let's go check if the dig site's over here already. There was one, like, to the left or right of the door somewhere. Wasn't there? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. One to the left of this door. It would be like right here, so I don't think it's spawned or respawned. I don't remember if I grabbed it already. Oh, that was to activate the trap, I think. What trap is that? Oh, there's an arrow trap there. Should be one to the left of this door. No, nothing. There was one like over here somewhere. Nothing. It'd be in the front. Oh, here we go. And there's my 3rd gem. Awesome. So now I come over here and interact with something. To the left-hand side of Death Perception. Okay, and then I just need to kill the Doppelgasts. What? There's nothing anywhere here. Sure, game ranks, give me some help. Pick up a gem, pick up a gem. Take it. What the fuck is that? This?
That hurt? Good.
Do I have to... Oh, well, I got the intel. We're good. You are very tanky. Wish I'd set up an energy mine beforehand. Will they despawn if I go upgrade my gun? Worst case, I'm willing to do that again. I already got it. I could just leave. But I've never done this Easter egg, so I want to. Come on, doll, I know a whoopee spot. God damn it, I can't remember the fucking lyrics. I'm sitting here trying.
Time to bring the pain.
Alright, I've still got, half an hour until the map drops, so... There you are.
Get fucked! I did not sign up for this body horror bullshit. Should keep this handy when the aircon's on the fritz.
I'm afraid we are unable to collect you from the big site at this time.
You really think you're hot shit, don't you? Cool. Do this real quick.
Sick. Look who's keeping up with you, geezers.
It's by PhD.
Right. Where's a ladder?
Never heard that line before. Cool. Oh man, did I miss my exfil window? Alright, let's see if I can do this without dying. Sam Trials in the Tombs.
Tear them to pieces.
I actually have no idea where that is.
Oh, I don't know. Use the trial equipment to keep me
Equipment.
entertained while I invent some arbitrary grazing curve.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Molotov lit.
How wonderful. Molotovs are not ideal for this. Safe. I'm safe.
Minimum trial success criteria achieved.
Wow. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Whenever I try and do something interesting. See, this is why I like speedrunning Easter eggs. There's a lot less randomness to it. I pretty much always know what's gonna happen because I've got it down to a science. I'm very bad at general gameplay, apparently. Alright, how's my download coming? Queued, installable. Alright, let's quickly run through the stuff. Alright. And with that, we should have all of the intel. We are completely done with intel. Alright. So quickly running through this, the artifacts, we have the Etheric Lantern, a dynamic trap used to rain down etheric fire. Very unclear how that works. Is it just crystallized Ethereum? Sentinel artifact, that's our thing. The Crystal Shard from the Dark Aether Nexus, that's what we build using the different... Huh! Oh yeah, that doesn't make sense. Amalgams already exist. Modi doesn't make them. The Ice Staff, of course. Sir Archibald's Monocle, on loan from Alistair Rhodes. The skull of Sir Archibald's long-suffering footman, Bernard Potts. He got stabbed in the eye? What the hell? Anyway, we have 5 sets of pots and pans. Day 10, not yet a fortnight, and we've finally cracked through the surface. Past the pottery and etchings and bric-a-brac to the heart of the place, burial grounds of the ancients. Sir Archibald can barely contain himself. His mind and mouth, dare I say, are racing. It must be... I'm not going to do that the whole time. It must be excitement of what lies ahead. That, or perhaps I should hide some of that port from his reach. Day 15, we're down 3 porters, skewered by antediluvian arrows in a trap set ages ago. Let's hope they're fresh out of arrows. Watch for the slings, then. Our fortunes await. Sir Archibald muttered. Charming. Even without my translation, the men returned cold, hard stares back at him, muttering darkly in French. So they were using the French syndicate. Day 20, Sir Archibald plods along with a false optimism. The artifact. He knows something is amiss. We can feel it. It's lurking in the shadows, caught out of the corners of our eyes. Even Archibald is more introspective than I've ever known him. The men are broken from the constant dread, the infighting, and the death. Something is coming. I now believe coupling my wagon to fortunes of the Fotherington Smythes appears to have been a major miscalculation on my part. Day 24. Having studied Sir Archibald's perimeter tactics all these years, a small party and I were able to evade his watchful eye. The plan was to find our way back to the surface. As far as I can tell, that was 4 days ago. I cannot properly account for time in this infernal hellscape. My senses are leaving me, yet I still find solace in not hearing that buffoon demand we let the port breathe before drinking it. Day 27. On everything I had seen with that damned Fotherington Smythe, I was certain he was out of his depth in this terrain. What a fool I've been. He's a ridiculous, sanctimonious, and downright insufferable lout, and yet it is me who has become the monster. I led these men astray. They'll die slow in a swell of madness and hunger. For days, we have been chasing shadows. I can only pray it's Sir Archibald, for if not, we are doomed. How does that line up with the lore of the map? Because they seem to stick together through their version of the Easter egg. Anyway, against a wall, Sir Archibald suffers a devastating loss.
Day 14. Marjorie, comma, dearest, ellipses. As we delve ever deeper, one cannot help but be struck by the sophistication of the construction of this base. Shouldn't be surprised, I suppose. The ancient Egyptians were well into their obsession with building bloody great triangles in the middle of the Bali Desert by the time this went up. But still, when one conjures Neolithic Europe to mind, it's more, I say, where did that bloody great henge spring from? Unless, whatever this is. And they certainly went out of their way to seal it up tight as a drum. 2 weeks to bypass 2 stone doors. Oh, stairs. Fascinating wall markings, these. Yes, indeed. One wonders at their purpose. Still, plenty of time for that. Mind your step. That's good, fellow. Certainly don't want you tripping and breaking your neck, what? You, Ben, be careful with that crate. It's vital expedition equipment. I tell you what, Potts, it is jolly stuff in here, isn't it? I might just have a little sit down here. Just a short breather. Yes, that's the ticket. How strange. Is that a handle? Or a lever, perhaps? Egads! Are you fellows all right?
Did this motherfucker kill his men?
No. I rather don't suppose you are. And my poor Vino. Oh, alas. Gone before your time.
Archibald killed his men with the arrow trap. Alistair Rhodes and Sir Archibald.
Dashed decent of you to have me out to the country pile for a spot of shooting, what?
Pish and tosh. think nothing of it. It's been, what, 5 years? Far too long. And besides, my motives aren't entirely altruistic. Truth is, there's a small matter I want to discuss with you, but that can wait. After you.
Ah, finally, into the inner sanctum. I say, this is quite the private archive you have here. Is that a first edition of Description de l'Egypte?
Naturally. If you don't mind.
And these artifacts, all spoils from your expeditions, I suppose?
In the main, yes, with a few personal curios thrown in for good measure.
Oh, by Jove.
Oh my God.
Bordeaux is the cat's meow. Don't tell me it's the 1870.
Archie, be a good chap. Please, be careful with that.
Oh, this old thing? Didn't Scarlet gad about wreaking havoc on the ants with it when she was small?
Quite so.
Our mention of Scarlet Rhodes, so she exists in this timeline.
It's quite irreplaceable. One of a kind, you see.
Oh, good Lord, how do you read with this?
It's not for reading, Archie. The monocle's lens is milled from some very particular quartz glass that I went to quite extreme lengths to procure.
Not for reading, I should hope not. Practically a magnifying glass.
Sir Archibald, you are at present juggling the objective lens through which Galileo first charted the transit of Jupiter's moons across the face of that most majestic of spheres. And I really must insist that you most carefully put it down.
Let's just put you back where you belong. No harm done, eh? Alistair, what and why, and indeed, what is that doing in your possession?
Galileo wasn't just a mathematician astronomer. He was an alchemist. I got to thinking, what if that telescope of his was a product of more than just the physical sciences? Had he perhaps goosed it with all the skills he had at his disposal? And what mysteries he unveiled with that wondrous instrument. I had to have it. I was right, Archie. That lens reveals hidden things. It makes the occult, well, known as absconditus, I suppose.
But Alistair, how on this green earth did you get hold of it?
Yeah, it's more blue, but...
Archibald, is a secret that shall ever remain between myself, a museum in Florence, and a certain Mr.
Oh, come on, you're gonna drop Shaw's name in this, too? Oh my god, this just makes me want more Chaos maps so badly. After some artful haggling, Sir Archibald agrees to help Alistair Rhodes.
So, let me see if I have this quite straight. You want me, Sir Archibald Fotherington Smythe, renowned archaeologist and peer of the realm, to
Shut the fuck up, Archie.
grub around in some tawdry, run-of-the-mill Roman ruins on a burial mound in the south of France that none of the locals will go anywhere near?
That's about the size of it, yes.
And if I find that, what did you call it, sentinel artifact, that I'm to bring it to you, not publish, not alert the happy scribes of the Royal Archaeological Review, not mark the occasion with even an inch of print in the Times.
Seems like you have the measure of it. Yes.
Well, no. It sounds hateful. I shan't do it.
Oh, look, old man, not to put too fine a point on it. What else are you going to do with your time? The Egyptian government aren't going to grant you a permit for your own dig. Not so soon after that mummy business.
Now, look here. I told you I genuinely thought that mummy was one we'd excavated fair and square.
Archie, it belonged to the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
Yes, but it was right next to our cargo on the dock.
And it was intended as a gift from the people of Egypt to the King of Spain.
But they all barely well look the same.
When you were seen
What a
walking
piece of human garbage.
mummy around in broad daylight, singing a rugby song about the daughter of a local tradesman.
Well, I had rather a lot to drink, I will admit that.
We've known each other a long time, Archie. We go back, don't we?
Oh, I should say so. Wasn't old Flinders Dig at Tanis?
1885. I remember because I missed Scarlett's birth for
What
it.
the fuck,
My wife
dude?
was furious. But Archibald Obin, my point is this. In all that time, have I ever steered you wrong?
No, I suppose you haven't.
Well, what say this? You take the expedition, and I'll be sure to smooth things over with the Egyptian authorities. We'll have you back in the sand pits in no time.
And you'll cover the cost of the whole dig?
Absolutely. First-class steamer cabins and champagne all the way.
All this sentinel jazz seems jolly important. Why aren't you handling it yourself?
Would you believe me if I told you I was keeping a low profile because I'm having a spot of bother with a cult?
Okay, so everything that happened in Black Ops 4 Chaos Story seems to be the case.
70 claret, we have ourselves a deal.
You know how to squeeze a fellow dry. Deal.
Excellent. Well, I shall commence my preparations at once. Parts! Damn your eyes, man! Where the devil are you? Load the motor car! We're off!
Archibald! Sir Archibald! It's after 2 in the bloody morning! Best of British, old man. You will most assuredly be needing
Best of
it.
British. I need to start saying that. I'm gonna go ahead and actually, we're running out of time. I'm gonna skip the rest of these that have to do with the tomb itself. I want to listen to these 3. Because these are Maya and Gray, Sam and Ravenoff, and Sam and Richtofen.
So you got any plans after this? After what, exactly? The whole bringing your friend back with the help of Hell's tech support thing? You know, I really don't. Thought that might be the case. I haven't just gotten off the revenge wagon myself. You have that look about you. How very insightful of you. Hey, with Nathan gone,
Yeah, what
I've
is
got no
her
crew, which
role
in my
now?
profession is a super shitty spot to be in. I'm so sorry about Nathan. And I'm sorry you got swept up in all this. Thanks. Makes me sick what they did to him and the others. And it happens all the time. Well, maybe not to the extremes Nathan suffered, but people get snapped up and used like animals without a second thought. If I had to put money on it, I suspect you'd win person most likely to be able to fuck up that whole operation. I could. I know how those sick fucks work. Maybe I should get back on the revenge wagon. Wanna join me? Ladies only crew? Well, it would be for a noble cause. Come on, it'd be fun. Admit it. It would be nice to not walk in on someone taking a leak off the side of the ship. Yeah, can't guarantee that won't happen, even without men on board. But based on our last sea trip, I'm not sure I'm cut out for a life at sea. Come on, Gray. What do you say? I don't know. We could all get matching jackets. Oh, sod it. If you're fine with swabbing my sick off the deck, I'm in.
I like their dynamic. They're very fun. It is a bit... I don't know what they're talking about last trip at sea. When were they on the sea? They used a fucking helicopter. Maybe they're just talking about using the boats on Terminus. Sam asked Ravenoff about her namesake.
What was she like, Sergei?
Ooh.
I don't mean to pry. It's just that I have her memories. I talk like her. I don't know what it was like to be around her.
Short was me. Why do you care?
Because we need to understand each other if we are to work together, Sergei. I need to understand how you felt about her.
It is complicated.
What happened to you after she left?
Well, after she abandoned us, you mean?
I thought she sacrificed herself.
Different words,
outcome.
They're not the same.
They are. We are here and she is gone. What else is there to say?
Sergei, please. This is important. We need to trust each other.
Why? So I can pour my heart out to you, and then you can turn around and do the same thing she did?
No, of course not.
You want to know what happened when Maxis left? I lost myself. The moment after her sacrifice, I turned my back on everything she stood for. Does that tell you what you need to know about me?
I'm sure she would understand, Sergei. She would...
She would what? You said it yourself. You might have her voice. You might even have her memories. But Sam, hear me when I say this. You are not her. The sooner you come to terms with that, the sooner we can start getting somewhere.
So Ravenov has a lot of unhealthy shit going on. And I feel real bad for him. But he's taking it out on the algorithm, which I'm still not convinced is an algorithm. Last of all, Richtofen talks to Sam about a song he's composing, and then the new map should be out.
What are you doing up so late, Edward?
What? Oh, nothing. Just tinkering with some subroutines.
You know I can see you, Edward. You haven't touched your keyboard in an hour.
Yes, well, perhaps I got a bit lost in thought. Does that ever happen to you?
No.
I suppose it wouldn't.
Are you well, Edward?
I'm fine. And you? How's the song?
I just finished it.
Really? Can I hear it?
No, it's not for you, Edward. You lack the artistic soul to understand what I'm feeling.
Do I now?
Interesting.
Yes, you do. My song is about life, while you concern yourself only with death. I see it in everything you do.
If that's what you think, then perhaps you're not as smart as I thought you were.
Or you are not, Edward.
You want to know what it means to be alive? You never will. You're a pile of microprocessors etched into sentience. I may not be a saint, but at least I have a soul.
After all the things you've told me about yourself, Edward, are you sure about that?
Oh, maybe it was a mistake to base Sam on Sam. She does not like you. It says installable, but I don't know how to install it. Okay, let me go ahead. In 5 minutes, this will be installable. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. If you are on Twitch, give me just a moment, and I will and refresh the page as I will be resetting the stream. If you are on YouTube, I'll be starting a new stream. I will try to link in the description here. So, oh, hang on. I can close this. I don't need any of this right now. So, if you are watching on YouTube, there will be a link down in the description. To the new stream, and this will just make it easier for the future. So, hopefully that should work. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. So please stay in tune. If you're on Twitch, just in a couple minutes, refresh the